All right, and here we are for week, what is this, 6, right?
Yeah, episode
6,
6.
episode 6 of our Wednesday Watch, where we are taking all of the songs that were released on July 9th. That seems like a long time ago already. And we released 14 songs between David Z Foundation and Global Lighthouse Studios. We have a really amazing partnership doing music videos together and writing songs with students around the world about academic subjects, about social emotional learning, and all sorts of SDGs, like social justice. So there's some really amazing talent that is all over the world that we are getting to represent and visit 1 week at a time. So my name is Dan Roeder. I'm the Chief Academic Officer of the David Z Foundation. And I want to pass it over to Greta to begin with. And she's got a question for us. And then Greta, if you could just tell us a little bit about yourself, you can answer your question, and then you can toss it to somebody else.
Okay, so my name is Greta Sandler. I'm from Buenos Aires, Argentina. I'm a learning innovation leader and classroom teacher at Belgrano Day School. So I work with the kids and I also work with the teachers. So it's a great combination. I'm really passionate about the SDGs and all the ways we can really help have a better world. And global ed is probably one of my favorite topics. I'm an ISTE community leader and an ISTE certified educator, so I'm really involved with everything related to global collaboration there. And my question for you is, what's your favorite vacation spot? Mine is New York. It's my place in the world. I love whenever I can, I try to go and visit. What about you?
Awesome.
Well,
Is that to Donna?
take that
Oh,
one.
yeah, sorry.
No problem. So my name's Donna Guerin. I'm the founder of Global Lighthouse Studios. And let's see, my favorite vacation spot is anything that involves sand. I love the beach. Any beach, anywhere, that's my favorite vacation spot. And so I will popcorn it over to Raquel.
Hi, Raquel over here, founder of Rock the Boat. And as far as vacation spots, I don't really vacation, so I don't have a favorite spot. I'm still looking to see what it is, but I travel a lot, but never like for vacation.
Okay. Wow, maybe we need to have you come back for one of like our self-care songs.
I know.
Well, that's awesome. So
Well, I guess I'll hand it over to Dan.
yeah, well, to be continued. I get my favorite vacation spot. I would have to say also New York. It's also my favorite place to go for work because there's so many amazing places to go and to create and to write music with people. But just to be in Times Square, I'm still that energy for me, it does it. Yeah. So Donna, can you tell us a little bit about the school that we are focusing on this week? And just kind of the subject, because we're the format for this is we like to keep it under half an hour. We're going to just watch this music video together, talk a little bit, and then watch behind the scenes. So what's the school?
School is George Washington Carver, and we did a song with the 8th grade group, and they wanted to focus on something of a legacy song, so something that they could pass down to younger students. And so it will be interesting to see after everyone watches the video, we can talk about it, because I don't want to give away what they thought it was. I want to see what the audience thinks after watching it. And so this was a great group. When you say high energy, they were definitely high energy. And we really enjoyed working with them. And what's great is we're actually working with George Washington Carver and a few other of the Chicago schools for the next several years. We have a multi-year grant that we got. And so this semester we're working with the kindies. So we went from the 8th grade all the way down to the kindies this semester. So super excited to launch this video though.
Awesome. Oh, we have another guest that just came into the studio. So Ashley's kind of getting warmed up in the studio. I wanted to just mention with Donna, you said these were in Chicago, right? And there's Ingenuity is the organization that we received the grant partnership through. They have something called the Creative Schools Fund. And that is something that is quickly becoming a model for a lot of cities around the US. And I would imagine the world, because it they put together Artlook, which is kind of like a matchmaking partnership finder, where we're nonprofits that are looking for partners, and then we're schools that are looking for programming. And so that there's that Artlook piece. But what Ingenuity did, which was ingenious, is they had the funding ready for it. So we, with Global Lighthouse Studios, we wrote this multi-year grant. And it was the first multi-year grants that were issued in Chicago, which is really cool. And so we had to make the case for, why multiple years? And what Donna was talking about is, we're starting with this 8th grade wisdom. And we're, that's what we started with in the spring. And then we go to the other end of the spectrum. Like she said, we had kindergarten this year. But then we're going to go back to 8th grade in the spring, which was last year's 7th graders. So we're over these 7 semesters, every single grade in the school is going to have access to this songwriting program. And so their goal for Chicago is every student, every school, at least 120 minutes of arts instruction. And it's just a really exciting thing to talk about, and to be able to be on the forefront of helping create space for arts. And that being said, I wanted to popcorn over to Ashley, who does put arts in the center of health and wellness, right? Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? And then Greta, do you want to ask her the question? Go ahead, Ashley.
Yes. Oh, me first?
Yeah,
then the question? Okay.
Yep.
My name is Ashley Pride. I am an artist, a designer, strategist, and I am committed to, just as Dan said, putting art in the middle of health and wellness. I believe it's so important, and really it helps us get back to the root of who we are when we focus on being creative, connecting in that way. So I'm able to do that through Peace, Love, Beats parties, which allows kids age 6 to 106 to get their hand back into crafting and really turning the craziness of life into crafting. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah. So Greta, what's your question for Ashley?
Yes. Ashley, what's your favorite vacation spot?
Oh, that's a great question. And I could talk about it for hours. It's Coronado Island.
Wow.
Actually gone several times to San Diego, and I've been able to enjoy the bay there, and it's just such a special place. And I'm also a Comic-Con fan, so I get out, and then also the area. It's really fun.
Oh, we will be talking about San Diego after watch. Yes, there's a really cool connection for you, Ashley. Yeah, and it's Raquel. But I want to make sure that we can honor folks' time. So without further ado, and we'll definitely talk more after the video. This is Dare to Be Different by the 8th graders at George Washington Carver in Chicago.
Think about who you want to be, then make those dreams a reality. Stand on who you really are, be yourself and it'll take you far. Never care what the haters say, friends will be there anyway. Yeah, let's go. Wake up, knowing the world can change. Dare to be different, dare to be different. Stand tall cause you're not so strange. Dare to be different, dare to be different.
Never let anyone dim your light. You were made to shine so bright. Believe in yourself and all you do. The world needs you and that is true. Be kind to others, help them in need. Don't let fear shadow your deeds. Yeah, don't let fear shadow your deeds.
Always strive for the stars, dare to be different. Never look at anybody else and try to be like them, because it's only one you. So it's only one you in this thing called life. If it's not you, then who can it be? I dare you to be different.
Wake up knowing the world can change. Dare to be different, dare to be different. Stand tall cause you're not so strange. Dare to be different, dare to be different. Never lack confidence. It's not hard to be the best version of yourself for the world to see. Dare to be different.
Yes. Oh, gets me every time. 6 weeks in a row, getting a little like teary.
I know. That was so good. It was the beat, oh my god, it was so catchy.
Right?
Oh my gosh.
And what's
That's what I was thinking. I immediately need to add it to my playlist.
Seriously.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, amazing song, and the lyrics are so powerful. It's amazing.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun recording that with them, and also just the writing process with them. You'll see on the behind the scenes.
Oh yeah,
just a really great group, and with a powerful message, like you mentioned.
Yeah, and this one in particular.
One of the things.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Ashley.
I was just going to say, one of the things that really stood out to me was how some of their voices were isolated. Like, they were saying the same things, but you could really hear them individually, and like the power in their voices, and how much it meant to them to say each and every word. I think that was so special.
That's pretty much exactly what I was going to say. Yes, like there's that vulnerability, because this class in particular, they got to that point of like absolute vulnerability with this group of strangers, and they Donna, correct me if I'm wrong, but they really knew what they wanted, right? Like I think this is like the third version of the song, and like it was so cool to see them say, nope, that wasn't right, and then we go back to the drawing board and like, all right, what about this? So they had this very clear picture, and that was what I'll remember about that forever.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Well, should we watch the behind the scenes? Because that always has a conversation afterwards, because there's always such great content that comes from the behind the scenes. Plus, it's my favorite part. So
yeah, I think that would be good because then we can keep the conversation going and not run out of time. All right, so behind the scenes coming up.
Okay, hi. My name is Paulie Z, and what we do is we offer music programs to schools where we can combine, basically, let's just call it commercial music, with education, but in a very cool way.
Let's just dive in the best we can with what we're going to do today. One of our main goals today is to agree on what are we writing about. So you were talking about things on focusing on yourself, no bullying, spread encouragement. These are all great, great, great ideas.
I know last time we worked on the beat a little bit with Daniel. So let's see. So verse 1, we have think about who you want to be, then make those dreams a reality. So who can come up with a sentence to finish this thought of love who you are, you're the brightest star.
Love who you are a big star. Put yourself out there, you will go far. I can be hard like opening a jar. Never shoot low and it goes to the stars. Hey, not in.
That was awesome. Thank you so much. That was great. 2 more sentences and we'll have verse 2 done. Now say something about like, don't hide behind a mask, because you're telling people to dare to be different, right?
You gotta stay focused or you'll never meet the mark.
Gotta stay focused or you'll never meet the mark. Is that what you said? Yeah? Yes. All right. Well, congratulations. You guys just wrote verse 2. That was amazing.
Based on those words, what do you think we should name this song? Exactly. Dare to be different. And why did that pop out to me? Because you repeated that 3 times. And a chorus is meant to be something that is repetitive and catchy that people will remember. We named the song. Now, let me ask you a question. Is this going to be sung or is this going to be rapped or a combination? We can make it a rap song, but maybe we can have some singing in the chorus.
They started developing a beat for the song. This is what we came up with in Ableton for a loop.
All right, here we go.
I love it. Yeah. Think about who you wanna be. Make those dreams a reality.
It's a really cool rhythm. We're kind of in the tail end of our time together and be ready to film a music video.
Where do you guys want to film this?
They said outside, front of our building.
Because you said you have 3 different buildings, so you're saying like out back would be where we could film.
So this is us getting the beat for the clap. We're gonna get the pattern for the clap. Ready? Ready, go. Do that now. Wake up! Good.
Wake up.
Right, that's it.
Stand tall, 'cause you're not so strange. Dare to be different, dare to be different. Never lack confidence.
Getting better. One more. Can you give me a rock star version now? Okay, like never lack confidence. Like just get into it.
Never lack
Yeah, that's
confidence.
it. That's it. That's already a better take. I wish I recorded it.
World to see.
Good. Again.
Think about who you want to be, then make those dreams a reality. Yeah, yeah. Hey, hey.
On that last part.
Believe in yourself and shine a light. Take a breath, take a chance, and it'll be alright.
There's only one you on this thing called life. If it's not you, then who could it be? I dare you to be different.
Ooh, you nailed that. You want to try one more time? Did you record that? I did. Okay. You know what I mean? Something like that. That's a high one. Look at the camera. Move in more. Wait. Stop filling in. Stop filling in. Yeah, look at the camera. Good.
All right.
You're right. The behind the scenes is so cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was so much fun.
Yeah. So the 2 things, like for me, was the fact that they are so vulnerable and like they're willing to do that among their peers. Like that's hard, not to be embarrassed or worried about judgment, and the fact that they were able to do that. And then the second is like the connection, right? Like they were all working together. And we complain about our youth, how they're so connected to their phones but not with each other. And like I love that that's giving them the opportunity to do that with their classmates too. So
okay. So Raquel, I wanted Ashley, here's the San Diego connection. I wanted to give you a moment to talk a little bit about your event coming up in San Diego on November 4th. Which has everything to do with this song and connection and daring to be different. So what do you got coming up, Raquel?
Well, I have an event called Rock the Boat Live, and Rock the Boat, it's the name of my YouTube channel, which I started during COVID, where I have conversations with kids all over the world of all ages. And it was really about just wanting to hear what they were going through and what they had to say dealing with social media and the pandemic and being isolated from their peers. I wanted to get into their minds and give them a platform and a voice and have them feel heard and seen. And from there, I just realized like now I want to do something in person. So Rock the Boat is going to be an all-day event here in San Diego. I have a venue and we have motivational speakers coming in from all over the country. And it's basically geared towards these 13 and 17-year-olds to come in and just to share their stories of struggle, overcoming, but also I'll have financial literacy education as well. We're going to have art, meditation. So it's just really an event of bringing these kids in to connect and to also be inspired and feel empowered that there's adults that want to help. Like we're here and we really understand how important it is to bridge that generational gap and to work together. And, 13 to 17-year-olds now, they're very mature and they're very self-aware and they're incredible. And so I feel like we have to pay attention because they're our future. And someone that I'm a mother of a 22 and 19-year-old, and then I had my struggles as a teenager in college. I actually had a failed attempt of taking my life. So I can relate to being at the lowest of the low, not wanting to live, not wanting to, just live life because it was so difficult. But now I'm on the other side. And so I want to be somebody that just is there to help these kids understand that like we care, we're here. And so I have that event going on November 4th in San Diego, and it's open to all teens 13 to 17, and it's free, which is the best part.
Yeah, so we'll definitely. I think there's an Eventbrite link that we can share and post and everything. But I think Ashley, you and I had a really amazing conversation this morning, kind of around this too. So there's just something in the air of the need for connection, and then especially when we're meeting adversity, and that's actually literally the title of the space that we did this morning, is building community and handling adversity together. And I think, to bring it back to the song, this Dare to Be Different it's a global message, so I kind of wanted to hear, Greta, it looks like you have something you really want to say, so the mic is yours.
I am so inspired, and the message is so powerful, and working on this with kids. And I go back to what Donna said at the beginning. I think it was Donna, about these kids wanting to share this message with younger kids. I think that is even more powerful because, I think they are the best teachers they can have if they can pass on this message. We need to work so much on emotional all kind of well-being, right? But the emotional well-being, and I believe schools must embrace this. And going back to what Raquel mentioned and how the kids felt in the classroom, you could feel that safe environment. And I think when kids feel safe, and of course meaningful experiences like this come up, it's amazing. And we cannot say kids don't want to learn, because look at them. So amazing. I'm so inspired.
Yeah, I always come back to Maslow before Bloom. It's just like
yes, it's one of my favorite quotes.
Yep.
There's no Maslow without Bloom.
Right.
No, that's the other way around. There's no Bloom without Maslow.
Yeah, but it's just saying like taking care of each other first before we can think about anything deeply, whether it's academics or like our career, whatever it is. But now I want to pass the mic back to Ashley. I feel like Ashley, you also have something on the tip of your tongue.
I do.
I
right,
so.
Our acronym.
Like it froze and I got scared.
Our acronym was FLOAT, and I love that that's like aligned with the fact that there's a boat theme, and there's something about the flow that comes from acknowledging that we are the same, right? When adults are willing to have open and honest conversation with youth, there's just like a back and forth, a sharing of like a spirit and energy and encouragement that goes both ways. So what I'm hearing in this music and what I'm hearing from, your about your upcoming event, I feel like all connected, just like you said, Dan. So happy to know that there are even more people willing to invest in our young people and show them that they matter, that their voices matter, and that they want to be heard. That they want to be heard. That we're waiting for them to speak up and to share what's important to them. I think too that was echoed in the video when you had the leadership from the school shown as well, right? They spoke and they shared their message too. That everyone was in it together. I thought that was so beautiful.
Yeah. And I just wanted to make the connection too that Global Lighthouse has an international project coming up called Harmony for Health, which is focused on SDG 3, which is good health and well-being. And we're super excited to be able to launch that in mid-October, and it speaks directly to this. And we're going to be looking at storytelling and how we can tell stories around the world, all related to good health and well-being, whether it's physical or mental health. And so this song is just the perfect epitome of just giving students that empowerment piece to be able to say it's okay to be different, you know what, and it's okay to take a chance and to be a risk taker. And so
yeah, that's one of the first things I thought of too, is that project that's coming up. And how can people connect to that project, Donna?
They can go to our website, which is globallighthousestudios.org, and there's a registration link right on the website. That's probably the easiest way to get connected.
Awesome.
But it's also been across social media as well. So
this is amazing. I mean, it's so incredible when you have moments like this that are so synergetic across the world. So we're focused on the heartland of the U.S. in Chicago. That's where we started, but we're all over the country and Argentina, and just being connected. Just for this short half hour, enjoying the creativity and the song that these students made. It's been a delight. So. We are about at that time. Any like final closing thoughts from anybody?
Thank you, because it's so powerful what I've just seen and listening to all of you. And Raquel, I wish I could attend your event in San Diego and take our students there. And I would love to get my students involved in this. It's amazing. So thank you.
Awesome. That sums it up.
I feel like I'm getting connected as well. Like this is so cool, right? So we're all getting connected with each other. So thank you.
And it's youth-led.
Right, exactly. And we always welcome back any guests. So if you want to come back, Ashley has now come to a few of ours, which is awesome. And so I think she's just a permanent guest now, which is fantastic. So if you ever want to check out any of our other Wednesday Watch.
Be careful,
it's like the Wednesday Watch family.
I might be the other resident.
we wouldn't invite you if we didn't mean it.
That's right.
So, all right. Well, I'm going to end the broadcast, and thank you. That's the perfect two last words is thank you.